Hello everyone, you're here with H, and today the H stands for hello, can we please stop falling in love with celebrities and sending them millions upon millions? I don't like it, alright? I know The Rock once upon a time said for the millions watching at home, but that doesn't mean you have to send millions of your monies. Please. That's the longest H today stands for you will ever hear in your life, probably. But my point stands. You've read the title. It dropped not too long ago, this news, American time. In the... Shush, H.
Shut up, bitch!
I'm flabbergasted already, you could say. But as soon as it involves wrestling, I'm there like a Flash, alright? Not the shitty movie. I'm the real Flash, baby. Let's give this a read. WWE fan scammed out of millions by imposter posing as female wrestler Alexa Bliss as messages revealed. Completely off topic. The fact that they've said female wrestler hurts my soul just because I hate the word female. But we'll move on. The man was convinced he was in a romantic relationship.
Get some help.
With Alexa Bliss and gave up around $1 million in retirement savings. These stories where the victims give so much money that we enter the millions, I always struggle to comprehend just how much money they have. Now, I've grown up, I can't even begin to count on how many fingers, and they represent years, how many years I've struggled with funds in my own life, and I was homeless before. If you're new here, I was homeless before. If you're not new here, have I ever mentioned that before? But I can't fathom. That's so much money to not only have saved up. So, it's crazy, but in a good sense, kudos for working, I assume, very, very hard in such a well-paying job. But then on the other hand, to give it to someone who... I understand you're a fan, right? But can we keep the fanship, if that's a word? Just that. You enjoy, their content, or you enjoy their work on screen, and just leave it at that. Where the hell in here are you thinking 1 million needs to be spunked on them, bro? As a fan as well, you know that wrestlers, especially in WWE, get a good wage. So it's just hurts me on multiple levels. A WWE fan was scammed out of millions by an imposter posing as the 3-time Raw Women's Champion. Why not mentioning SmackDown there? It's the A show. The New York Times have been running a series focusing on online scams, targeting older adult Americans, and the latest installment reveals that Alfred Mancinelli, a man in his 70s, was convinced he was in a romantic relationship with Bliss. My question here is, right, I can understand they're running a series on scam victims, but I feel like they should... I don't know this series, but by going off of what he said here, they are targeting older adults. So I think it's important to also highlight the younger victims as well. So New York Times, get on that. If you wanna holler your boy, I'll write some for you. Anyway.
You're not funny and nobody likes you.
Mancinelli, who died earlier this year, rest in peace, ended up giving up $1 million in retirement savings and his granddaughter's college fund to the imposter. Now, he doesn't mention here, but in another article, I did see that he passed away following a neck surgery. He wasn't able to recover. So, rest in peace to Alfred here. I can't understand, spunking away your retirement savings. That's one thing. But then dipping into your granddaughter's college fund, I'm sorry, but that's a shitty thing to do. Like, not only are you not thinking about your family by sending your retirement savings because they could be helpful to your family in the future, but the actual college fund for your granddaughter, Here you go. Yeah, I just can't understand it. And I know I saw this news breaking on Twitter, and I saw in the comments that people, you know, use loneliness as, I guess, an excuse for this to occur. But how do you tie in the loneliness to sending a member of your family's college fund, your granddaughter? I can't piece that together. If you can, do let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm more than happy to read it and see your point of view. I personally can't understand it. For the first time since his passing, Alfred's son visited his late father's home and was stunned to see that on the refrigerator, a picture of Bliss joined an image of Alfred's.
Help me! Help me!
Alfred's 3 granddaughters at a swimming pool. This again ties in to what I said earlier. I mean, I know he's obviously thinking he's in some kind of relationship right now, but just, I urge everyone, right? Keep your fandom, I guess, is another way to say it. Keep it just as is. Don't let such things consume you. I've seen many stories of, it gets a lot dangerous as well. People start stalking celebrities. So please, just learn, just contain yourself, get a grip of yourself. Cody Rhodes, what the hell is this? Sorry, Cody, not right now. I'm trying to finish this story. He became completely smitten, and according to Chris, there was nothing the family could do to convince him that he was in fact not talking to the WWE superstar. Alfred opened up to the imposter about losing his first child with his wife to leukemia at just 3 years old, as well as the passing with his wife. The manipulative con artist, meanwhile, made claims that former WWE chief Voldemort, because I will not say his name, humiliated them, and that led to Alfred providing financial support, as well as stating they needed funds to cover hospital during difficult menstrual periods. Sorry, but look, again, as a fan of the WWE, surely you would know that anything hospital related, for the most part, because there are cases where it gets a bit dicey, but for the most part, stuff involving hospitals and medical treatments would be covered. So I'm not saying I expect him to be on Twitter and he knows everything there is to know about wrestling. Maybe he's just a casual fan. But we have to draw the line somewhere. I can understand him being lonely, especially after the passing of his wife, but we need to draw a line somewhere, right? We can't excuse such destructive behavior. And look how destructive it is. It brought in another family member who in turn has been harmed financially, Lord knows mentally as well. Not only the granddaughter, actually, the son as well. I can't imagine going into the home after the passing and you see like pictures of Alexa Bliss on the fridge. So it really shows you just how much scammers are able to hook certain victims. But we need better support for these victims. I don't believe in coddling them. I don't believe in babying them. But I will say, this part here in particular, there was nothing the family could do. It doesn't mention professional support. I'm not sure if they tried it. But I do agree, and I've mentioned before as well, that sometimes you just can't help someone. As harsh as that might be, it's similar to my cousin who passed away. He was always a bigger guy, and people have always tried to get him to eat cleaner and exercise more. But sometimes, unfortunately, you just can't help someone. Now, I'm not saying give up on that person, but I do understand people who no longer have the mental fortitude to carry on helping that someone when they don't want to help themselves. The son, Chris, got involved and set up a trust and financial plan involved after finding out that his dad's Google account was linked to 2 Nigerian IP addresses. Here's Alexa Bliss doing up a madness on Bianca Belair, again off topic, but if you are someone who doesn't rate Bianca Belair, I can't trust you, alright? She's an incredible wrestler. Get a grip of yourself. When it did not work, he moved his father's final 100,000 to a safe account, only for Alfred to sue him in February 2023 and give the money away within a month of it returning. First of all, once again, the fact he clearly didn't care about the granddaughter's college fund, to then not even care about your own son and to go ahead and sue him to get the money back just so you can give it to your lover, it's insane to me. And again, I mean, it really highlights just how deep these victims can be in love, but it also highlights just how much we need to, I'll say, stick it on the victims before they get too deep. As I mentioned, I don't believe in babying them because, unfortunately, Chris has done what he can, but there is no but. Actually, we'll move on.
What the hell are you talking about?
Alfred never spoke to the fraudulent individuals through video or audio and once received a pizza for his birthday after giving his address out. Well, shit then, Alfred. Once you get a pizza for your birthday after spunking out 100 million, not even 100 million, don't know where I got that from, 1 million, might as well have been 100 million. Hey, that's an expensive pizza. Maybe I'd fall in love as well. I will also say, going back to when he sued his son, who the hell are the court doing this, by the way? Like, I'm pretty sure he would have had a lawyer. So then, questions, and a lawyer's job always baffles me, right? Because in this particular case, you know that Alfred needs the money to send to a fake lover, but you have to defend him in court. It's baffling to me. I'm not sure who the hell the judge was. It's baffling. Chris later found documents suggesting his father was preparing to sell his house before his passing, whilst he also had taken out personal loans. All 3 granddaughters became aware of the scammers, with the youngest threatened and gift cards demanded. So not only have you dipped into the funds, somehow you've also either the scammers have found out through your Facebook or something, or you've given the scammers details of your granddaughters so that they can also go and scam them. Bliss, real name Alexis Cabrera, previously sent out a warning to fans who have been, accosted by people posing as her. And I remember this post as well. I hate that I have to keep saying this. I only have one Twitter account on Twitter, IG, and TikTok, because where else would you have a Twitter account other than Twitter?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
I do not talk to people on Google Hangouts or personal pages or personal numbers. If you think you are talking to me, I promise you, you are not. And I would never ask for, cash moolahs or gift cards. No one else is here, apparently, other than me. But this is actually one of the more concerning scam victims that we've looked at on this channel, for the sheer fact that he legitimately didn't care about anyone other than Alexa Bliss. And I'm sorry, does it mention how old he is here? Alright, he was in his 70s. But when you look at the 2 images of Alexa Bliss there, right, I can't I don't know how old she is, maybe in her 30s or something. I'm urging everyone, stop being a bit creepy, all right? If you're in your 70s, you have no business being with someone in their 30s. That's just my opinion. I find it creepy. I also want to say that, again, you're such a fan. You would, at the very least, you would know she's married. But I guess not. I struggle to feel sympathy here. I feel sorry that he has passed away. Rest in peace. But I'm struggling to feel sympathy here for anything else, because the sheer lack of disrespect, and basically spitting in his family's face just for someone he's never even seen on a video call. Please, everyone, I urge you, if you gotta lay it down pretty harsh on family members, if they are involved in similar cases, don't be afraid to do so, because babying them will get them nowhere, as we've seen from the Catfish show. It really doesn't help anyone. Even the victims who say that they watch the show, they still get scammed. So please, lay it down. Layeth the smack down verbally, and hopefully they won't end up in such a shitty mess. But also remember that sometimes you can only do what you can do. Then it's up to professional support, and if they can't even get through to them, man, I don't know what you do then. Hopefully you guys learned something from this. Please stop falling for celebrities. I can somewhat understand these fake profiles that use random people's pictures, but when you're a fan of something as well, and you are reached out by someone in the industry that you're a fan of, let's not take the piss. Hello everyone, Editing H here. Just chiming in really quickly. Whilst I was editing this, in quotations, editing, because it's not like I'm making Avengers level movies here, am I? But that's not the point. I'm always hard on myself, innit? Anyway, the question that popped into my head, do you think, and timestamp, let me know your thoughts, do you think that these relationships, we'll call them situations, I guess, these circumstances, do you think they highlight a person's true character? In the sense that I said it was a shitty thing of Alfred to dip into his granddaughter's college fund. I believe it's a shitty thing. Let me know in the comments what you think. But would he have done that if it wasn't for this lover? Do you think situations and scams, do you think it highlights who people are deep down? We've seen many, actually, on the Catfish show. They come on, they start spewing a bunch of bigotry. People living in one country whilst their wife is in another country dying of cancer. All sorts of shit, right? All sorts of crazy BS we've seen. We've seen one guy try to buy a woman. Oh my God, why has there never been a follow-up on if he's been arrested or not? But let me know your thoughts. Do you think these scams highlight the shittiness in people? And would he not have done that if it wasn't for the scam? Would he have just, left her fund alone? I don't know. I think it does. It does at least a little bit highlight the bad character of some people. But let me know your thoughts. Outro time. See you guys next time. If you want to watch the Catfish stuff, I'll put it up there. If you do want to watch something else scam related, I'll chuck it down here. Bye. I tell you, there was nothing blissful about this situation.